We are here to manifest a new earth. But what does it mean exactly, and how do we create it? Welcome to Let's Get Inspired. I am so grateful for your presence, and my desire is for this moment together to be a source of inspiration for your path. I am Gwenalide Woods, a seeker of wholeness, and know deep in my heart that we can restore harmony. I come to share with you a different perspective I have developed throughout my life, always looking for ways to heal division. In this podcast, I will share my findings and how I came to understand where we are and why. I will also share how I have been exploring astrology to support the restoration of wholeness from within. I came to know that change has to come from inside ourselves first. And astrology can be an amazing map to support the expansion of our consciousness. Freedom has always been very important to me, and at first I thought it came from moving to another place. Makes sense, right? Well, I quickly understood that it was not so at all. I did move across an ocean. From France, I went to the US, and to my great disappointment, everything came with me. I was haunted by many conflicts, making my life very challenging, and I wanted to be free of them. Well, in that moment, I became aware that it was all going on inside. And so, there was no escape. Wherever I went, it would all come with me. If I wanted freedom, then I needed to work from within. So I made the choice to devote my life to the restoration of harmony within. Also having a spiritual inclination, my second choice was to explore spirituality to get to know my soul. I was fascinated by the invisible. So this was it. To come out of inner division and conflict, I was going to become conscious of my soul. I just sensed that it had things to say. So let's just see where this path could take me. It was not the easiest of choice decades ago, because it was not supported by the culture. But anyway, not being very interested in what the culture offered, I simply stayed away. And instead of building a material life, I chose to build an inner one. And it is all my discoveries through this process I come to share with you, to support your remembrance, as it has been supporting mine and very much still does. When I first started, it was for survival. I didn't know anything about awakening. I just wanted to find my way out of misery. I wanted to feel safe and at peace inside, because there was a lot of chaos in me. And it was not until actually 2020 that I realized that what I had devoted my life to was part of an awakening. I have learned so much along the way, which developed my different perspective. I so deeply know by now that change can only come from within. And understanding our cultural training, I do know how hard it is to get there. So in this podcast, I come to you to offer another way of looking at life and exploring inner realms, so that if you resonate with my perspective, it can inspire your path and contribute to the restoration of your wholeness. I am very aware of the challenges we are going through, and I am looking at them from another angle. My focus is on shifting perspective so that we can become conscious of our cultural training, which does go so deep it can be very tricky to see. The idea of reclaiming wholeness is beautiful and absolutely achievable. However, on the way there, we encounter many triggers, and what I became aware of is that they come from the cultural structure, not from us having a problem. I, of course, have encountered many of these triggers, and I still do, as it is an ongoing process. I have also been endlessly working on becoming conscious so that I can see and move beyond them. It is this raising of awareness that I love to share, because I so know how essential it is. Without raising my awareness, it would have been really, really hard to move forward in my life. Awakening is no small task. And so I see us as pioneers. We are clearing the way, creating new paths, exploring new possibilities, and it takes a lot of courage at this point. which is why I wanted to create this podcast and share with you. My findings over time led me to understand that when we become aware of how the cultural training has affected us, we can then deconstruct it from within. And it is this very work that will create a different culture, as it is reconnecting us to life. I see our awakening as a reconnection to life, a remembrance of our belonging. For we are home here on earth, and this remembrance is our doorway to wholeness. We are already whole, which can be seen, guess what, through a shift of perspective. So welcome to Let's Get Inspired. And indeed, thank you so much for your presence, for giving me this time and moment to share with you. Oh, and just one last thing before I go, to add a little touch of spirituality. From my direct experience, I can say that yes, we are so loved by our soul and the invisible side of life. So whatever your connection is, know that you are so loved, seen, and supported. I know this firsthand, and I know it goes for every one of us. This time we are going through is a very big deal, and we came equipped to support a very positive outcome. When I get really grounded and connected, I can so feel this. And you can too when you turn within and listen to your deep heart. And so it is so exciting to be sharing all this with you. We can do this, we absolutely have what it takes. So may my knowing inspires your knowing. And until we meet again, I am sending much love and gratitude for all that you do, like me, to manifest on your earth. Together, we do have the power to restore harmony, and it does start within.